What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to NCL Season 3 Digest for Week 7 and Week 8. We're going to kind of do it combined. We had a Week 7 on the Week 6 Digest last time. It was just one battle, and we didn't even go over it. They will be a little bit longer. All the Digests are going to be a little bit longer because we have a lot to talk about. And I'm joined by 3 companions. I have my beautiful co-host, of course, Captain Slinky.
Not.
We have our regular on the show, Mystery CD.
Fuck. I tried installing a soundboard and it's not working. Hold on.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. No, okay. Oh, hello. Hi, I'm here as well.
And then we have a newcomer on the show, our undefeated coach, Tristan.
Man.
What's up? Well,
Tristan.
we'll get into that.
There's no well. It is a fact.
It's
It's a fact, but it should not be a fact.
That's not how facts work, Slink. Come on.
Yeah, Ben Shapiro, calm down.
So,
Alright.
last time you guys saw,
How dare you.
the standings looked a little bit different because we had some big upsets, some hacksy wins, and some turnarounds. So, as you can see, the big things is I'm sitting pretty at number 3 right now, behind the Cuyahoga Crogunks and Metro Vancouver Moose of Taylor and Tristan. Slink actually lost a decisive game against Skyler, which really shook up the ladder, and Mystery also lost against Robert this week. That was really shaking up our stuff and kind of cementing Robert as a front runner for that 7th seed, with Goon, of course, right behind him, but with a lot worse differential. It also really supplied, I just want to point out, before we get into everything, we get into battles and stuff like that, a little bit of playoff scenarios. Me, Slink, and Taylor only need to win one more game to clinch playoffs. Reversely, if Mystery and Skyler both win, or either one of them win, and Sonic Goon loses, I'm pretty sure both of them also clinch. So I think that's how it works.
Yeah.
As well, Tristan also can clinch a 1 seed with a victory, and a Taylor and James loss this week.
Both or one or the other?
Just, you need both.
Okay. That's what I thought.
To clinch the
Oh,
number
right,
one
because
seed,
they're...
you have
Yeah,
to win.
okay. That makes sense.
So, yeah.
I mean, technically, the only way Tristan loses that number 1 seed is if he loses out, and then either me or Taylor win out, and then he would fall to 3rd.
Only needs to lose 2 games, and then, because, Taylor's right on his ass for differential, so, yeah.
So,
But he's very close to clinching 1 seed.
yeah, so our playoff scenario definitely shaken up. Those still are in running. I think, actually, I don't think we marked it, but I'm pretty sure Steph and Paul are now both eliminated.
Oh, yeah.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
I think because they face they face those top teams.
No, they can, because Steph can still get to 4
They're not
wins.
eliminated, but it's unlikely.
They can get to 4 wins. Steph can get to 4 wins.
One of them can make it in. They cannot both, I think.
Obviously, it's not going to happen, but,
Because Robert
it's only one of
Jim
2
would have
if they
to lose
do.
out, and they would have to win out.
Whatever. I don't think they're officially eliminated. I thought they were, but Mystery's right. They can technically get to 4 wins. So if they lose one more game, either of them, they're technically eliminated.
Yeah.
Not high hopes for either of them, especially with the differential, but it is what it is. But yeah, so we're gonna head right into it, and we have Mystery first, right up on here.
So we're doing week 7 first, right?
Yeah, let's actually do week 7. So
Okay.
Mystery versus Steph, week 7.
Obviously, one of my toughest matches of the season, against a vaunted rival. I would consider him a top tier contender, obviously. No, without all jokes aside, Steph's my boy, and his team. He also made a few good plays this game, so this was not like a slam dunk by any means.
Also, PZ took so much from Magma Storm. I don't know why he didn't just do it again.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, fuck, I'm really gonna lose my shit right now. Also, he switched in hard on Aggron, or he switched T-Tran hard into Aggron and took a body press. I was pretty shocked about that, but
And then tried to set up on a PZ. And then it was Focus Punch. It was Heat.
it was Focus Punch.
And if I remember correctly, it was just like straight up focus punch. He didn't have substitute or anything.
No, he just ran the hard Focus Punch.
That's a me move. I used to do that with mega low punning.
And then he was Eruption at 10%. There's some play stuff. I love you, but I just don't understand, and I don't know why. I don't know if it was specs or something, or why you swapped, but.
I just think he doesn't think about it sometimes, and then by the time he's clicked it, he's like, "Oh well, that was a mistake." So I don't think he genuinely thinks that some of the stuff is like a good idea. I think he just kind of gets a little tunnel vision.
Why don't you ever
sometimes.
click stab with your Manaphy? I don't know.
True.
Manaphy, I love Steph, but this Manaphy, he always he doesn't like to click stab.
Also, we got the burn with fucking Heatran on my man show. I won the game. It was over.
Too bad.
I'm gonna put it on hyper fast.
So sad.
I'm upset. But
And I think
you know,
Aggron
James was calling for the Mega Aggron game, and Aggron absolutely put in the work here. So
Yep, for sure. I mean, it should have died. I guess the mobile couldn't do anything to it, and then it just rested, and it was really weird stuff.
You could have read it on the Switch in too with like it or not,
Yeah.
but
There's a lot of things that didn't do really well there, but yeah, so we'll move on from that. My game against Skyler, this was a big game. My game against Skyler. I kind of had control, I'm pretty sure. I can't even remember. Pretty sure I had control, like most of the game. So, we lead with that.
oh, this was the Grimer game. All right, I remember
This
this.
is the Grimer.
oh, Grimer! I didn't watch this game.
So we trade toxic.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Oh, I remember what happens though.
He goes DNC, I set up the rocks. I go Corv. She has a really hard time breaking Corv. Just swaps. I get the Iron Head. I didn't have a whole lot for Volcarona in hindsight too for this game, which really sucked for me.
Just a low rolled psychic on you. Rough.
And then she gigaed. I don't know.
For no reason.
Yeah.
That
I
was a
got
weird.
chip, which was literally all I needed was chip on the Volcarona. And then my Greninja putting in the work, the set put in the work.
No.
Taunt
My
metronome.
set from last season versus Taylor.
Without
I was
rocks,
leftovers,
Grimer
but
would have beat it straight up.
true.
I
don't know why
actually
she
did
just
get
let the
rid of
I
vape
would
die,
get to
though,
see
at that
Ash
point.
Ninja.
And,
And then the Grimer comes in. And
Mystical Fire just feels bad against Corviknight.
he gets the poison, and then Shadow sneaks me like a beast. I kill the Grimer, but in turn he kills my Greninja.
Yeah, Grimer really got the best trade of the season right there.
She misses
That's
the
what I'm saying.
Blizzard, which sucks. I knock off
Grimer for Ash Greninja.
Blizzards again, which did 33, which does really
One-
suck for her.
1 point dark for a 23-point dark.
Yeah,
That's
I'll
the goat
take
right
that
there.
one.
Even
I kill the
matchup.
Rotom. She goes Mega DNC. I save the Mamoswine because this Corv was literally made to beat Mega DNC, especially with the Mirror Armor. Mystical Fire does not do anything. I U-turn, and then I get to set up and win because this is why I put in the work. Let's go.
And then he dropped him. By the way, did we have not talked about the transaction deadline moves, did we?
Nope, we have
What do you
not.
got?
Big ones.
Damn. All right.
Nope. I win against Skyler here. Shadow Sneak kills.
Of course, no burn on Flame Body. Lucky.
sorry.
Ridiculous.
Literally so
Every single
bad.
Time.
As you can see, my team took a drastic change. We'll go over that a little bit later. We have the Sonic Goon versus Robert game. Gotta
Hey,
try and
yo.
get through the Week 7 games a little fast.
It sure is a game.
Didn't this game
Yeah.
suck?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
Robert lets his Blastoise
It was
get
like-
knocked off.
Goon made some bad plays, but Robert also took a ton of risks for kind of no reason. And I think Goon was trying to play out. I think Goon was trying to make good plays, and Robert was making kind of bad plays, so it just kind of counteracted each other.
Dude, Slowking came in on that cinder case. He was trying to die.
Yeah, exactly. That's a bad play. If he pyros, what are you doing?
You die. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, I don't think Robert played super well. He got some hacks as well. So definitely this was very possible for Goon to win. And I think his team got a lot better with the changes he made as well. I like the Keldeo set for Primarina as well.
Damn, unfortunate knockoff.
What turn are you guys
Kind
on?
of.
I'm
I
on
don't
turn
know,
11. I'm on turn 12 now.
I was just on turn 12, so
Yeah, I just passed turn 12.
I am on fast.
I'm
Yeah,
on
same.
fast as well.
Cool.
I'm gonna put it on hyper fast because this is getting boring for me already.
Stetson on the U-turn. Out comes Scizor. Of course, no read with the flamethrower.
Crit sludge wave.
Crits, yeah.
He doubles
Time for
into
slack off.
That's what I'm saying.
Really
Though. I was
just
like, Robert definitely did not play this game super well. He gets the burn instantly
gets
on
double
Talos
burn.
in.
And then
It's
on
double burn
Rillaboom.
because on the Rillaboom, which is kind of huge, and leaves his Blastoise in on the Rillaboom, which why?
Because he got the burn.
True.
And it's, you just make bad play
You
after
still
getting
have a
burned.
whole ass Registeel.
No, I agree.
Recovered on the U-turn. I'm on hyper fast, so I'm flying through it.
Yeah.
Same.
He's Scarf Blastoise.
No. I would have CC'd with the Pangoro on the Keldeo turn 30.
Yeah.
I didn't
he
like
just
that
kept
knockoff play.
spamming knockoff for some reason.
Then all of a sudden he learned that, oh wow. He said, oh okay on the Pyro Ball. Like that was supposed to not do over half. And then of course he gets min rolled.
So not a greatest game, but Rob keeps his season alive. Definitely a good win for him. He definitely needed it to stay alive.
Yeah.
We go to Tristan, who had a 3-0 win over Paul.
Right.
This
Paul
game
played
was
this
like-
game very well.
Paul played this
He
game
did not
really
make
well.
like really, and he made one like kind of weird play, but other than that, he had a good read at the start too. This was a good
Turn,
match.
which was good for him. He goes straight into Conch Elder. It's good.
Not.
Self-land
beast,
comes, he knocks,
beast.
kills.
Yeah,
Zapdos
that was a
comes
good
in.
play.
Also, this was AV.
This Zapdos hits both Hurricanes and gets a high roll. Just want to say that.
Does
Fucking
Zapdos is
unbelievable.
I just don't understand why you're so upset about it at this point.
Because it's bullshit. It's so bullshit.
It's just the truth.
No,
He sets
it's
up the light
horseshit.
screen. He swaps into Conch to take the knockoff. Loses AV.
Ends up
It's
not
fine.
clicking mock if he had it. I don't actually know. I never got his paste.
He doesn't press knock there. I think he just assumes Tristan swapping.
That Blizzard did a lot more than I expected it to, though. So
Yeah,
now we're in
Blizzard did
this
33
situation.
defense.
See, this was a good strategy. I don't know. This is how I always end up feeling against Mega Blaziken, or not Mega Blaziken, regular Blaziken, where it just doesn't have. You can set it up like this and everything, but it just doesn't really have the sustain to like get through the. He even gets the crit earthquake, but it just doesn't.
If he had T-Punch there, it definitely could have been a little rough.
If he had T-Punch,
No, if he had T-Punch, it would have been better. But no, I believe he still died to Surf into Leech Seed recovery. So
Also, if he had,
Also, I
like,
think
like, if he had Poison Jab or something, just anything for
yeah,
the
I think he
thing,
would have brought
man.
Poison Jab. I was actually running Cabia Berry, so
Or if he was Shift Gear Magirna and set up on the Metacham that turn.
He gets
'cause
the
that
freeze
could've-
dry. Metacam comes in. The bullet punch is pretty obvious. I think it sucked that he just let his Ninetales die. There really wasn't a great swap in, so I get it, but
no.
yeah, I feel like Runica's kind of useless at
Oh,
that
so I know
point.
Paul's just trying to have fun at the end here. I think he
Yeah.
did try to play a little better against me, but
No, I mean he gave you pretty much everything.
His
he could
team isn't
handle.
like amazing or anything, so I don't blame him
He ran the
for
base return.
not having the most conventional. Because I would say my team is pretty well put together.
I think.
So
Yeah.
I get it. I think he played the game really well, so I'm proud of him for that.
Yeah,
Your
so it
team
wasn't
is
a
full
terrible
of
showing.
annoying mons that work very well together.
We go
That is how you
to
win Pokemon.
Buxton with Monster, who he actually beats. Buxton gets
Heyo.
his second win of the season against Monster.
Mhm.
We start with Big Darm versus Big Incineroar.
God, the music. C Nation.
Fake out Incineroar, the classic.
Yes.
Heat. It's heat. He volt switches on an obvious Mudsdale, which I think's something, and then Leech Seeds
Oh,
on the Zaru
yeah.
coming in.
No real reason to over predict super early, but I definitely very obvious.
Good read on the Earthquake.
Just clicking this fake out for
And then
free
he goes
leftovers.
Magnezone on Darm.
Ooh,
I didn't understand that at all.
really
He's trying to catch a U-turn, I guess.
attacking it.
Then he doubles into Sceptile.
No, I think he just didn't think he had a switch in it
Energy
all.
ball
which
free.
He
is fair.
energy balls and then dies to Ice Beam.
Big Laxazoon gets toxic.
It's not immunity either. It's like that.
He does bring Curse Lax for once, though.
Also, we got the para on Mudsdale, which I know doesn't sound that crazy, but he then ends up getting, I think, the same roll twice with Darkest Lariat to kill, and it didn't. The Mudsdale didn't get to outspeed and kill, so that was annoying.
Yeah, he would have. Well, I guess all that would have happened really was that he would have forced rest, but
yeah, but Mudsdale outspeeds, and he got the defense raises, so
yeah, but Darkest Lariat goes through the.
Well, no, but Mudsdale outspeeds, so he would have
Sweet
killed
Kings.
it, or someone would
No,
have.
he would have. He just would have. He would have forced rest earlier. Is all I'm saying. Like, I don't think he could have. I don't think the Mudsdale could. I don't think the outcome changes there, personally.
How? What?
The Mudsdale wouldn't have killed the Snorlax from there with a
It
plus
did
1
35
defense.
with a body press.
And then gets the defense raise.
Yeah, he was
Body
getting
press
defense
is
raises
more.
from.
I didn't see the body press. Sorry.
But either way, still good Buxton W. I was mad he didn't go Dragapult like the second last turn of the game to save differential, but it's alright.
2 wins. It was pretty. I don't want to say dominant, but I feel like Bucks was pretty much in control the whole time. I just maybe matchup was just hard for I don't know why the Magnezone was here. I guess to help beat Suicune, but it kind of just didn't do anything. And then
Buxton we
swapping
already
it in
saw.
but
Let's see,
Link's
Buxton,
turn, I think.
We saw that one. We talked about me and Taylor's game in.
Oh, that's right. We did do last. Yeah.
So
we have Slink.
Skyler,
Okay.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Steph, Taylor we talked about. I think we covered everybody.
Yeah.
Did
boy.
not do.
No, we did.
Oh, we
We
talked
did
about
everybody
Taylor.
for week 8.
Okay, we're good then.
Or if we-
All right, so before we go over the new week's games and stuff like that, we're gonna go over some transactions that everybody made before these happened, just so you can get a feel of what happened before that. Mystery had made his change earlier. I had made changes earlier, but I did a whole James rehaul, and then we can talk a little bit about it. So I dropped everybody basically except for Komodo, Ashgren, and Raichu. And I picked up Mega Scizor, Gliscor, Nihilego, Sylveon, Moltres, Superior, Lantern, and Parag. And playing a game with it, that first game with it, it was feeling pretty good. I felt pretty comfortable with the Mons. I'm used to some of these older Mons. I've used Gliscor, Mega Scizor, and Moltres before. I really like those Mons. Lantern's on there just to have another reliable water and also give me a water immunity. Superior is there for fast. It gives me another defogger. Gives me a good grass type to keep my little core going. I like Sylveon a lot as a fairy, and I think it adds some like hidden offense in there, especially like outside of Ashgren. And I have some special power lower, but outside of my big, like my top 4, Sylveon adds a little bit of bulky special hitting. Same does Moltres. I like Moltres a lot, and I wanted to use it again. And the Nihilego is kind of for my speed with fast rocker and stuff like that too, and then sweet potential. So yeah, anybody else can talk about it if they want.
I think the only
Yeah, it was. I was
transactions
actually.
sorry, go in.
The night of, and I have to. Yeah, I have to agree. I think it's a pretty significant improvement. Like, I really like Gliscor and Corviknight together. I just like,
You mean Mega?
I think Gliscor, Corviknight, Moltres
You mean Mega
would just
Scizor?
work well together because they're not. What? Oh yeah,
Corviknight,
sorry, Mega.
Corviknight.
Sorry. Yeah, I was blanking.
Yeah, Gliscor and Scizors work well together.
And then Gliscor and Moltres are a good. You want to have 2 flying types on your team because they're not. They don't share weaknesses. It's water, which is not a flying type weakness. So
The only thing that does suck with the Mega Scizor, Gliscor, Moltres is the water. Like, but that's why I picked up Serp. I picked up Lantern for that water immunity.
and Lantern, yeah.
Yeah, like it's not.
And you
like
still have
Lantern.
Komodo too.
That's good as well. I mean, most water types get that ice coverage, so it kind of sucks. But just talking strictly water, yeah, Komodo is pretty good there as well. And then Sylveon's just an overall good special wall if needed. So good stuff around there.
only reason I don't like this transaction is because you picked up a bunch of mons you've already used. And I thought like the cool part of your team was you were using a lot of new stuff.
Mhm.
I think the team is objectively better, but it was nice to see you draft a team that I thought was good. Stick with it and not do the James overhaul everything at the last second. And I don't know, it was a little disappointing. And I also had to help you like fix it 2 different times because you made too many transactions and then you went over the point cap. So that was fun.
Oh my god. Okay, it was just an accidental thing with like the low tier mon. So
Well, look,
it got fixed like easily in 2 seconds.
Also, and then why did you keep Raichu with Lantern?
Because I couldn't make the points work. Like I wanted to keep Munchlax, but I couldn't make the points work.
Well,
I had to keep Raichu.
You couldn't drop Raichu for another 4-pointer?
No, because I had to get rid of Munchlax.
Yeah, you had to get rid of the 3-point Munchlax to pick up the, I think, 1 point per ugly.
No, it's 2 points.
Yeah.
2 point per ugly.
And then he didn't have enough to actually drop the Raichu.
Yeah, it's because of the transaction, because I didn't realize it was 11. That's my fault. I couldn't make that extra transaction for Raichu, and I had to get rid of because of the point thing.
Well, overall, yeah, the team is probably better. I think you're a little ghost weak, but it's not the end of the world. Greninja isn't really a swap in, but it can punish ghosts. Obviously, you have pursuit option. So
not a lot of physical ghost either. So Sylveon's there.
That's true. Yeah. We'll see.
Is like Go Lurk.
And people forget too, like Nihilego is a good spit F
Dragapult
if it needs to be. I mean, it has a lot of weaknesses, but neutrally, Look,
I used Nihilego last season. That mon was great. Everybody was like, I don't know. And that mon went in. And it should have had more kills if it didn't fucking miss that Meteor Beam versus Smith. I still think about that. Man, it was her time to shine.
Transactions, we had Buxton made a transaction as well on the trade limit. Yep, he did. He dropped... We didn't write it in the thing.
Awesome.
Wrote it. It's fine. He dropped... What did he have you for? He picked up Mega Venu. He dropped Mega Gallade.
I can grab it for you.
He dropped Mega Gallade. His water type, Mudsdale.
Mega Gallade, Suicune, Zarude, Electros, and Mudsdale for Weavile, Mega Venusaur, Milotic, Donphan, and Vikavolt.
Teammate of it's just a lot better. It's just overall. Adds a lot, like Mega Venusaur, Milotic is just an amazing defensive core.
Dark type with knockoff.
Yes, a dark type with knockoff is good. Weavile and Dragapult just as an offensive core is terrifying.
For sure.
You add Darm in there as well to just help chip things down. Vikavolt's a good bring every once in a while. Donphan adds to that already core to defensive mons. It's really cool, so I like it a lot.
I know Mega Venusaur has the stipulation around it that it's pretty boring. But I think you do a lot of creative stuff with it, and it's one of my favorite megas. So I think it rounds out the team really well.
I just I'm gonna be honest, in my time of playing League, I haven't seen a whole lot of Mega Venusaurs, especially
people don't draft it that much because they think it's boring. Like they just don't like using it. And I'm like, you can get
last time I saw it was Theo?
Me?
Right? No, oh, you drafted it in season 10, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
I like Mega Venusaur a lot, and it's on my watch list. Everybody knows, I don't know if everybody knows, but I have the goal to use every single Mega at least once in Draft League, whether it's a good season or not. I want to try every single Mega. I know that's a lot, but I want to just try everything out. I want to experiment and see how they do. So
you were using Gardevoir, and then he dropped it for Scizor.
I did. It's because Scizor didn't get a full season. He deserves the end of the season run, you know? I love Scizor too. Just
Gardevoir is not a problem.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does Gardevoir not deserve the end of the season?
Yeah, she does. Maybe I'll draft her. Maybe I'll pick her up at a late season again. I'll do an overhaul and grab her back. But yeah.
No, he asked me for help on these transactions, and although I was pained to see Mega Gallade go, I think Milotic is just such a better water for him because his defense was so stagnant, and if people made any good play at all, they could just work around it. Like Rotom Heat switching into his old team was so free, and then I could just volt out, and it just, I like Milotic a lot more with Flip Turn. It keeps the pressure on his opponents a little bit more, and I really wish he would have gotten the win he probably had in the bag versus Slink, but we'll talk about that here soon. So
yeah. So we'll go over, I don't think Monster made anything.
Nothing new, no.
No, nothing new. Was Skyler's new? Technically, no.
No, we already talked about that.
Okay, we talked about it.
No, I
Steph
think the
didn't
next
do
person
anything.
new is
Oh,
Goon.
Goon.
Yeah,
Goon,
Goon
there it
and
is.
somewhat one more.
So Goon made a big change. I forget about this team every once in a while, but he is still a playoff contender, so I do need to keep my eye on him. He dropped his Mega Scizor. He dropped Mega Scizor, Nihilego, Primarina, Pingoro, Palisand, and Duosion for Mega Zam, Hippowdon, Klefki, Lycanroc, Scrafty, Mischievous. And as our resident Mega Zam user, Slink, you can start us off.
I don't know how I feel about this. Because it's like... It feels like it's a very powerful offensive team. But as far as defense, you've got Rotom, Hippo, and then
It's just low tier.
easily exploitable weaknesses. Like,
I mean,
like the fighting type switch in is Misdreavus
It's torn, but yeah.
and Torn. But Torn's not enjoying taking a close combat.
I mean, Hippo's like a soft check, like you were talking about Sylveon earlier for Ghost. Hippo checks a lot of physical fighting types. It sucks, obviously, that his fairy doesn't resist. His psychic is not bulky. But I mean, I think his team is definitely better than it was before. He's got a lot more cohesion. Cinderace, Mega Alakazam, Rillaboom is crazy offense, and then Rotom, Hippo, and then one of Klefki, Torn, Miltank can definitely be enough most weeks. Who just fucking hacked up in their mic? Anyway,
That was me because you said Miltank.
Oh, I forgot. You don't like that mon. Well, it's
no,
still
I
a good... He has a lot of soft check mons, and if he can use those to get into, you know, Ace and Alakazam and really just put pressure on people, this is definitely a team that's capable of, at the very least, making building tough for people.
I think this is an overwhelmed team. This is, you have to overwhelm people with Libra Ace, Mega Zam, and Rillaboom, which they're all, of course, capable of doing. It's going to be Rotom Wash Hippowdon coming every single week with Fillermon, like Mystery said. Scrafty is a really good Fillermon. I think that's a low-tier mon that's can come to quite a few games.
Scrafty is fantastic.
Torn Eye, of course, is not great, but it can do things. Miltank, same as well. Klefki is one of those mons that can't put too much pressure on, but it's good for like...
I think the thing that weirds me out is that there's a lot of single typing.
You know, Mystery has the most single typings in the league.
I think we're tied now. Yeah, me and Goon. I don't think that's an issue. I really don't.
It's not, it's not a big worry.
If they're not all the same single typing, it doesn't really matter.
True. Triple Fairy, Triple Psychic. Let's go back to it. You go, Tristan.
The reason I think this is a really good transaction is just because the way I see it, his defense was already really awkward. So I don't really see the problem with just shifting more in one direction. Like, he either got more bulk or he got more offense. So I think this team definitely shifts more towards offense, obviously, but I think it's much better than
even
just
get
having...
better anyway. Like,
yeah,
you know, he's still definitely goes down.
It did get overall better. I'm just saying, like, it was already kind of awkward, so I don't think it really matters that there's not a lot of bulk after the transaction, because his offense got significantly better.
His offense is nutty. Mega Zam, Cinderace, Rillaboom is just impossible.
Yeah, that 150. I will say that 150 speed tier is gonna fuck some people up.
I think the best thing to swap in is like what it's in like it, I can't even say that because Libra Ace, so it's not even like you're swapping. Like you're taking damage no matter what. But I was gonna say like the best swap in is like Lottie's because of the Dragon Psychic is kind of the best kind of swap in. But Mega Zam gets Shadow Ball. You can do different stuff. Rillaboom gets knockoff.
Cinderace Ace gets Sucker and U-turn. Yeah, it's no. I mean, just, like, I think these mons synergy wise,
there's no switch. There's no switch into his offense.
What I think Cinderace does for these other two, like the top two threats outside of him, is kill Steel, so you don't have to run Focus Blast Zam as much, or high horsepower Rillaboom if you don't have the move slot. So no, and then he's got Sandcore on the side that if he really wants to run that, he has it. Like if he has good matchup, that's an option he can just have.
With the Lycanroc.
Hazard removal got better from whatever the fuck it was before. It was what? It was just Mega Scizor
and
Scizor,
Torn.
Rotom, Torn.
Yeah, Rotom.
Yeah, and so now it's Rotom, Klefki, Torn. I at least prefer that. I mean, Scizor obviously is really good, but you don't really want to run Defog on Mega Scizor like a ton.
I agree.
So yeah, I really think this team is much better. Like I think his team went from like a C+ to this is like an B+, A-.
I would say more of like a B, but I could say that.
Yeah, B.
All All right,
Disagree.
We'll go in reverse. We'll do week 8.
Hey,
Sonic
there's one more
Booms.
transaction.
There is?
Yeah.
Where? Oh, yours?
Yeah.
Tristan did
Oh,
some
yeah.
did some low tier stuff. He dropped.
Not too much.
He did Obstagoon and Archeops and picked up a bulky Umbreon and then picked up the luckiest Scyther.
Hey, the
Mhm.
Scyther was not the lucky one. The Scyther got all honest kills. It was not his fault.
He just put it in.
He did just put in work. Yeah, I really wanted to use Obstagoon because the last time I had it was pretty decent, and I really like that Pokemon. But it just really, I don't even think
It came to A game.
I don't think it's a testament that it's bad. I just think that
It just
it
didn't
just so
fit
happened
with
that
the team.
everyone's teams had something really.
2 hours later.
Sorry guys, I had a little bit of a mishap. We cut out. I'm not exactly sure where. I'm just
Oh
gonna-
no! It was somewhere in the middle of me talking. It's fine.
It's fine. I'm just gonna. I think we already went over Obstagoon and Archeops for Umbreon and Scyther, and you can kind of just explain what you were, Tristan. I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, you're good. But yeah, I just really wasn't feeling like Obstagoon was doing much for the team, so I just figured why not make it better. And since Umbreon was available, I just decided, give myself a cleric, which I don't have yet. Really nice for Ferrothorn and Feeny, since they don't exactly have reliable recovery. I mean, Ferrothorn
Nidoqueen as well.
It lets
lead
Nidoqueen
yeah,
run.
Nidoqueen.
It lets Nidoqueen run LO more frequently, which isn't really nice.
Yeah. So I just felt like it was overall better. Plus, it's another typing added to the bulk core that wasn't there yet, so I'm a fan. And
God, this
Scyther,
Bulk Core is a pain in the
underrated
ass.
Pokemon.
It is pretty good.
So
I will say that it's a good.
I'm excited to maybe bring it again.
Ooh.
Cool.
But yeah, we can get to the games now.
Okay, so we were at Sonic Goon and Paul. Let's go to that.
I mean, Battle of Titans right here.
Absolutely.
all I remember is I think Mega Glalie got the only kill for Paul. So
Wow, spoilers.
The GOAT.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Spoon too big.
I just want to say how vital this gun tank has been to this fucking team. Why is it here?
It's
almost
awesome, dude. Go take it, Swampert. The
It is-
defensive core of dreams.
Yeah. It, like, they just do everything. It's kind of insane. That was Bandit knockoff.
Damn,
Nothing.
bitch. You live like this?
So true.
Where's the toxic? Yes.
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 And right into Swampert. Oh my god, he's crazy. Why did that do 20%? Oh my god.
This is Swampert. Yeah, I thought Paul was doing okay to start this game. Did he flip turn?
Oh,
Yeah.
he got the flip turn too.
Holy
Jesus.
Yeah, a
shit.
little bit ahead.
Jeez.
Stop him.
Here
He's
comes
in Glalie. He's in
the kill of the match. Damn it.
He gets T-waved, right? Yeah.
No.
Some horseshit, of course. Of course it happens to Glalie. And then
Why
he gets
did he
flash
go into
cannon.
Swampert? Why did he stay in the earth? Oh my god. Okay, I know
And then he
Clucky
said
doesn't have good
spikes, and
stats.
he ice sharded.
Oh.
Didn't kill, so he got up another thing of spikes.
And then after turn 17,
And he did it again.
it's just Rotom.
Unfortunate.
Gets the fucking Zen headbutt flinch.
Yep, doesn't kill, gets the flinch.
The Zen flinch was extremely crucial.
Yeah.
It might have been a roll as well, but still.
And takes
Lives the
46
U-turn.
and Fire Blast.
Contank did crazy work this game.
Sucker
He got
punches,
sucker
does
in.
good damage, misses
He
the high
of course,
dodged the
of course.
pyro. What a monster!
and doesn't get the roll. He doesn't get the roll. He goes through.
Oh my god, it just killed Swampert!
And then, well, Paul makes an awful play turn 20 and Calm Minds. I don't know why.
Yeah,
That
he
was a
should've just
choke.
killed.
Yeah.
I don't really think it mattered too much, though.
It wouldn't have mattered in the long run, but he could have gotten a differential.
Outside of the diff, yeah.
It was
Outside of
Scarf
the diff.
for
It was
him, too.
Scarf, man.
But, like, this game was a little bit closer than it looked on paper. Like, especially with the hacks and everything. Probably without hacks and, him preserving. It's more like a 3-0, but,
And so
not
we
the
move
end of the
on.
Yeah. Speaking of
best game.
hacks,
No, the best game of the week. We had
this was
Tristan
the best game of the week.
versus
I have to agree
Taylor.
completely. It was certainly the most
Oh my
exciting
God,
game.
this
Of the
is-
week.
I am upset. I am.
speaking of hacks,
Certainly the most exciting game of the week.
I cannot believe Look, I'll let Tristan have the floor here in a little bit, all right? But this is fucking unbelievable.
Well, they haven't even gotten to it yet.
This is the luckiest game I've ever had in my life.
This was cool.
Every single break.
This is my luckiest match of Pokemon. It doesn't even happen like it's not even that many times. It's just like 3 turns.
Well, first of all, you crit the Draining Kiss, which I guess long term doesn't really matter because you let it.
Crits.
This was.
I said
funny.
I did get a bunch of crits. Yeah,
I'm on the
you're
double
right.
weather right now. I'm on turn 8, and then the Kieran Black sits up the.
I kind of forgot about the crit early. I totally should have surfed there.
He's still winning balls.
Damn it! That was a roll, by the way. That was 69%. I think the high roll was.
Well, it wouldn't have been a roll if you didn't crit the Draining Kiss.
Actually, no, he had to be expert build or something. I don't know his set because he never posted his
Probably
pace.
modest.
I don't know.
I didn't like the roar play on turn 13. I thought that play was bad.
I wasn't. Yeah, I agree. I was also not. I don't know. I was definitely not confident in this matchup, so I was a little asleep at the wheel at the start here. He saw me weather ball and the Kyurem and everything, and it's just not really.
And then he sets up rocks. He rapid spin and he roars him again. I'm like, dude, come on!
That was
fucking roar was so bad here.
That's the reason you got to not bring roar sometimes because you're like convinced you got to click it, and it's just not the play.
So Taylor also lets the rock when it just died, which was interesting. I guess he didn't really have a swap in, but
yeah, there was no one really he could bring in. I guess Kyurem, but Kyurem probably died from that range to 2.
Dude, Kamala tried to die like 3 times, and it didn't happen until the 3rd time. He just kept winning.
Here it is. I am on the start of hacks.
And then this Vault Switch, and what turn are you guys on?
And he just
24 into 25.
Okay.
And the static happens.
Static happens, which
the only way the static matters is if he decides to sack Manectric. Because then he gets to come back in and V-create, but it's only
if he goes Kyurem on the Scythe or on the Ferrothorn,
right
like he could sack the Kyurem on the Ferrothorn, and have Victini for later, because as soon as
really
you
sacking
kill
anything at that
you're
point.
Forced to kill him at some point, or he gets a kill, and then he gets to go to Victini, he gets a kill, and the game's over. At that point, Manectric wins, regardless. So
choice. He was choice banded. Okay.
Okay, so I'm on Scyther versus Manectric right now. He goes hard Pharaoh because he has to. He takes the T-Bolt. Overheat misses.
Yeah, no, this is my only win con at this point.
Unbelievable. I
still don't know the Airchifu set, which is unfortunate.
It was adamant. I talked to Taylor. It was max attack adamant.
Low roll.
Okay.
So that was a low roll.
Had HP, and he crits the body press, and it was a 33% roll for the crit body press to even kill.
Nuh-uh. It was guaranteed not kill. It did 99% max at -1.
The regular body press. You're talking about crit.
No, crit.
Oh, the
crit
was a roll? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, because he was like almost max
crit
HP.
Did matter. 1000% the crit.
Yeah, no, I know the crit mattered. I'm saying the crit was also
telling
a
James.
roll.
I was telling James because he said it didn't matter.
I'm saying like the crit roll. I didn't think that mattered.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't know
he was
it
almost
was a roll.
max HP.
Oh, he was? Okay, that's why.
And
So I
then
didn't count max HP.
at this point,
And he didn't have Ice Beam, so the game was over.
At least what Kalki was sending me at one point, I believe. So I'm Tristan, I'm happy for you as a friend. I am extremely happy for you that you're doing really well and that you're probably going to be undefeated. From an outside perspective, this is like beginning to become just fucking unbearable to look at. It's hard.
This game in particular was bad.
So we had that.
I think before that, it's only been a couple things, but
so we go to the next game. We go to so definitely like that's the biggest controversy. The drama of the league is Tristan's god tier luck going into his probably undefeated season and probably a lockup for the number 1 seed with helps from Zapdos and Ferrothorn on their bullshit.
Drama.
I'm on your game, which just happened.
And then we have the Steph game that just happened, which was heat in all facets of the game. Me versus Steph.
Always a goated ass matchup.
So he leads. This was I was not.
He just tail glows out the fucking gate,
he leads
and he clicks Shadow Ball.
I don't think he had an energy ball. So just fun fact, I didn't die to an energy ball because I was 8.
You didn't want to click Surf?
He
Die
didn't
to
play
a
Surf.
+3 energy
I
ball?
lived it barely, just barely.
No way. I know you're AV. It is a +3 mana fee. There is no shot you live that.
I think I calculated. I live 1, like just barely, and I have to roll. So, but it's still crazy. He goes Heatran. I make the double into Gliscor to predict that. I set up rocks so I can get Raichu in for free while he defogs.
No, you take 138 min. You did not live that. Not living.
Never mind. Well, I knocked the Yachi Berry off, and then I natural gift kill the Garchomp. So
that was flames.
yeah,
that was
that's
flames.
what I was trying to do. I was also dig on this thing, but I didn't press it.
Oh, yeah, why didn't you press it?
I didn't want to because I died of Magma Storm right after.
Deserved pump miss.
Yeah, that was deserved. I go Moltres. He doubles back into Manaphy like a beast. I go Hard Greninja as he Ice Beams. He goes Mandibuzz. My Ice Beam does not a lot of damage because this was full Spidef. I Hydro there. He U-turns.
Why were you full Spidef?
I was not full Spidef. Mandibuzz was.
I think you said you were. Okay, I was.
Nah.
Okay.
I don't know what this Hulu was. I was just thinking it was Scarf the whole time.
I
he was
think it's
definitely locked.
Scarf.
Probably Scarf with it.
I superpower do good damage on the Mawile since he's not Mega yet.
Turn 20 was flames, by the way, and of course you hit turn 21. So bad.
I'm on 18 right now.
Oh,
Go fast. Go Heatran. I press Hurricane. He doubles back on into Mandibuzz on the Scorching Sands. I then Fire Blast and kill. He goes Manaphy. I go Komodo. I did this so I could double into Raichu so he didn't press Surf because I guaranteed like, just eat up the ice. I should have pressed Knock here or something, but I just pressed Volt Tackle to get some damage on the Bulu. And like, because I get to go Scizor for free every single time. And then get to heal up.
Not if he was Calm Mind.
so true.
Also, faster Heatran than Scizor.
Yeah, I put speed in this too, so that was kind of I don't know if he was like max speed or something, but and then the game is over here because I get the Clayton Soul for free, and then I was Throat Spray, so I just get to clean up because I'm faster than everything on the field. And then Mandibuzz is dead too, which was my own kind of hindrance there. I just get to clean, but yeah, definitely he got me with the Heatran because I put in like 24 speed to outspeed like max HP Spidef Heatran because I figured that was coming, but he probably ran. I think this was offensive. Just went through.
Not the next game.
What's next?
No.
Oh god.
What's the next game we're doing?
Slink versus Skyler.
That's technically
Let's
for
just
next
skip
week.
over this.
No.
No,
We'll
because
go
my
over
game's
it.
not getting skipped over, so this one's not getting skipped over.
True. Full pain. My game didn't get skipped either.
I'll let Mystery comment this one because he's so excited. Or
Look,
Tristan.
all right,
I'm-
Slink, you are my friend. All right, I support you. This game possibly was one of the overall worst played games from someone who still had a shot to win this game at multiple points I've ever seen. Like, this wasn't like a bad player, makes bad plays. You are fine. You're at bare minimum comprehensible player. But this game was terrible for multiple reasons. The only good play was turn 4, you T-wave down incoming Diancie, flame play. But the try attacking the Vaporeon over and over again for no reason, did nothing. And then letting your Lopunny take a shit ton of damage again for no reason, letting your Toxapex take a bunch of damage. This game was still winnable at the end, but it was tossed. That's all I have to say. Now you can say whatever you need to. Fake out also is bad. All right, there we go.
Fake Out actually did work this game, and I didn't.
No.
Oh, it didn't do work. It's like one turn, or maybe you could argue it did work.
It was the Naga later, but
Yeah.
But you
When
could have just
should've clicked Axel to begin with. The reason you lost is because you let Pex take like 76 from Draco Meteor.
By the way, that was Max Roll Draco.
It doesn't matter. It didn't matter
Literally
at all.
changed to nothing.
I'm
Also-
just here try attacking Vaporeons right now. Is where I'm at.
That's what I'm watching too. Gunna was. It's,
man.
the reason he didn't.
Dude,
get
I
turns is
joined.
'cause he's
I
not
joined
named
the
Gunna.
battle during this. I was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Doubles into Lando. This really sucked for Slink. I will say this. He got crit.
Yeah,
and
that
blasted,
fucking crit.
Which Lando,
No, that blows.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. Put
That
in
does
a lot of
blow.
work.
Did you live too, though?
100%.
I didn't live too, but I'm Scarf Lando.
Oh, you were Scarf. Okay.
Yeah, I was Scarf Lando.
Oh, right, because you didn't earn a soul. I remember now.
Then he stays in with Pex on the Volt switch and then recovers. That goes into Scizor and takes so much from Draco Meteor. Takes 50%. So much damage. And then she swaps to not take the bullet punch damage, I guess. Which is kind of funky to me, but...
I also should have clicked defog at some point.
I really thought you were gonna defog there because I was like,
Yeah, I
no
don't
way.
think-
This, yeah.
I'm just gonna stay in.
I
And
should
let that.
have just.
Well,
clicked
she knew that
defog.
you had fake out, so that's why she didn't want to take chip from bullet because I would have done a lot depending on your set.
She goes into Yancey, which was a cool play on that wish, and just
Yeah,
gets
and it's like the
complete
one turn
Mystical
she
Fire.
actually clicks Mystical Fire and reveals. It's like, yeah, I do have it.
Well, and then I was really shocked you didn't just go Pex on the turn she clicked Mystical Fire because I was like, I feel like Mystical Fire is coming, and then Pex will take pretty much anything you can recover up. But it's not the end of the world. I understand
Well,
the
it's
play.
like my options were either switch into Pex and risk the Earth Power, which she also had,
Mhm.
or switch into Scizor and risk the Mystical Fire.
She lets Mega Diancie die here.
So how
And then
much
this
did
was the
Diancie
play.
take like min? Like I understand that's what you were going for because you took off Iron Tail.
It didn't kill.
Are
I
you
need to
serious?
look at
I'm
like
pretty sure it's 88. It does.
If
like,
it's
min.
if it's mine's defense, I think it does like 88 max or 88 min. So I needed it to be under 88.
well, either way, I feel like this
This is
game was
what I
winnable.
done. This is the play that we were all talking about. Why didn't you just triple Axel the Naga when it came in? You knew that it was Life Orb. It comes in and you don't triple Axel. That was the biggest play of the game because I think Megalop can still almost
Well,
win the game.
I know why you didn't triple axle. I just don't really think it makes any sense. Because, like, at that point,
If I was gonna say,
You need
no, you're
Toxic
right. I
X
should have
healthy to win.
clicked triple axle, but it's like
Mhm.
And
it was
she
one of
let
those things
Naga
where it's
die.
like I'm like, okay, I have to play safe, and I know Toxapex can take a Draco fairly. I know it can take a Draco, and then it got max roll.
And the max roll didn't really like change
It didn't-
anything.
Yeah, it didn't matter. Especially since rocks were up.
Because like Urshifu still dies to Helmet later on, and then you
Well,
just
I would have been able. I would have
been.
been able to swap in Pex right here, and it would have taken two. But then, yeah, it would have just come in.
Yeah, you would have had a Pex left to kill the Urshifu. Or at least attempt to. I think it was still an
And then it
uphill
would have been
battle.
just-
But
Then it would have been Rotom come in and click Volt Switch.
But she also, I want to say, had the Bronzong to sack multiple points.
Mhm.
Goon brought
Yeah.
this up, and she just didn't. Like she played extremely poorly, like with
we
a
did not
sack.
need the bronze.
No, it did absolutely nothing.
36% defensive.
Look, I'll be
defense.
honest. I think if this game's played 10 times, I think Slink wins it 7 out of 10 times. I just think this was just not a great performance overall.
I think-
So if you guys
think
end up playing in
because
playoffs, I think it'll be fine.
I think because
Yeah.
of early, like the Lando going down, and then Slink just made some like funky plays.
Yeah,
in the middle of the game.
that Lando crit kind of tilted.
No, and I've been there. I understand that like if you get fucked like that, it's just it kind of
Scarf
messes with
Lando
you.
actually
Well,
helped
before
a
we go
lot.
into any other replays and stuff, the big thing I want to point out is this game was huge. Like Skyler really like punctuates her mark in the playoff race. She's kind of, I'm not going to say guaranteed, but makes her likelihood like 80% now that she makes playoffs. Like it's probably more, but I'm just going to say like a solid 80%. I don't see her missing playoffs now. This was a kind of a must win for Skyler, and she won it. And then for Slink, this really shook up because he was really edging for that second seed, which
We
is,
do also need to go for the Buxton game for week 8. Or did we already do that?
Also, Skyler, I just want to say Skyler can clinch a playoff berth with a win over Monster this week.
Mhm.
Because that would knock. Actually,
I don't think she
I
would
might
because of
be
Sonic
incorrect
win.
because she knocks Monster down to 6 losses. She would go to 6 and 3. No, she needs a Sonic Goon loss, so that's my apologies. It's very close though.
And then we can, sorry, Did we do the Buxton game versus you, Slink?
I don't think we did.
Yeah, so
versus
we're going to
Slink.
go over 2 games because we're technically in week 8, but we also did the week 9 because it was such a big...
I played the end. I played the first 2 turns and the end really bad because I forgot that Vikavolt got Energy Ball.
So
Oh my
Mega Low
god, it
Bunny
was this
here,
game.
fake outs like usual. U-turns, goes to Rhydon, takes the Energy Ball, dies. Okay.
He just energy balled first turn, first turn he could actually attack.
This was
them. What the
crazy.
fuck
No,
do you
I
use?
remember watching that live. I was like, Jesus Christ.
This was the
He did
turn that
not
I don't
care.
think... So
Why
was
didn't he
not-
bug buzz? Oh my
He
god!
didn't bug buzz, first of all, and then if he wasn't gonna bug buzz, why did he let his Vikavolt just take all of that damage? Vikavolt was so good in this game. He wasn't
Oh,
roost,
good.
which sucked, but Vikavolt put in work, especially with the Rhydon gone. There's literally no Thunderbolt
No
swapping.
swapping.
There's
They
none.
should have killed the Latios and the Rhydon.
It's just
Fuck.
it was such like a weird play. And then if he
Yeah.
kills Latios and Rhydon, it's just like Mega Venusaur just after Lottie dies just kind of goes ham. But it just it was weird. I think that was just the misplay by Buxton. He let his Vikavolt take way too much damage to just press Volt Switch, do no damage, and basically have to sack it on the knockoff.
Just want to say Gunna was the best Pokemon in this game, and it wasn't even close. Like, unironic, it was
Oh yeah,
crazy good.
Gonna did the greatest.
Clefable was almost the best Pokemon in this.
Yeah, no, Clef almost pulled through.
If- got
I
mode.
was just saying, if Buxton
Look
had
at
just
that.
clicked
Got mode.
Flamethrower, then
I don't
he
know
should've
why
won.
after Buck saw Haze on the Toxapex, I don't know why he stayed in to take a knock. I would have just gone Mega Venu once I saw the Haze, but because it just sucked that his leftovers got knocked off. But he gets the Leech, goes into the Donphan, gets the Rocky Helmet damage. Gunna comes in and just starts killing everything. Dragon Ball
Gunna comes in and
Dragon Ball
does
doesn't
Gunna
press a
things.
move, presses U-turn. He gets Ice Beamed, and then Gunna just kills the Mega Venu. So now half of the team is just gone.
Wiped by Gunna.
Yeah. And then I love how Clef was the Scizor swap-in. And then he does
Yeah.
reveal the flamethrower, which makes sense. We see the Scald, go back into that. Gets the burn. Doesn't matter, he's special, but this was the kind of weird play, I think, is he has Psycho Cut on Weavile and he just keeps shadow balling Toxapex and doing no damage that he just is recovering off.
That was strange.
And then Dragapult still did stuff, especially if he's SD Weavile.
Yeah,
Doesn't get the
and I
burn.
really should have swapped out of Weavile and just sacked Latios.
I understand wanting to burn it, but yeah.
And
Well,
then,
even just burning it on the first turn with.
I mean, what was your item on Lottie?
On Lottie?
Yeah.
I don't fucking remember.
Were you scarred?
Scarf?
No,
Okay.
I don't think I was Scarf.
I was gonna say you clicked Psycho Cut. You probably could have hit him after, even so, because he
Right.
does have to click Psycho Cut there.
Clefable versus Scizor here. Clef low-key kind of should have just won this game at the end.
It should have.
I know this is the crit fish area though, so that's fair.
I understand that. Yeah, that was your only play. It just sucks that he did put himself in position. Like, you sacked the Toxapex. Like, that's the bad
I sacked
play.
the Pex instead of sacking the Latios.
Yeah.
And that was my mistake.
And
But at the
And-
same time, it's like once you get to like +2 or +3, or you're at 50% health after.
yeah, but Gunna into fake out Lopunny into other things can, still put you away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Or put him away, I should say. I don't know. I just
needed as many boosts just to be safe.
yeah, because
You can
Gunna
also get
clicking
during all of
stab,
that, too.
try attack, adaptability, life orb into fake out into return. So there's into bullet punch. You had options to kill him, so he
Yeah.
needed as much defense as possible, 100%.
Yeah, so it's just rough for Buxton. I think he really should have won this game. Probably.
Yeah, he
Honestly,
should be
it's-
3-5. Like what? Because he would get +4 and then he'd get 1 back. So he'd be 3-5 plus or
He'd be
minus
in
10.
the playoff race. So this game really mattered to Buxton. He's pretty much out now. He's not eliminated, of course, but
He'd have
more
to
than
win the
likely.
last 3 and get some help.
we'll move on to
Monster has not played yet, so the only game left is Mystery and Robert.
All right, so I wanna preface this real quick. All right, this is probably, for as much as I shit on Slink for that performance.
Yeah, what happened here?
This is probably my worst draft league game, maybe ever. It's up there. Like, this is.
Music always does this to me.
Even a team preview.
It's just the matchup looked bad too.
It was extremely bad matchup. I just want to put that out there right away. This really was not my game to win. Even Robert admitted it as well. Like, this isn't just like a me thing. You guys are saying it. Robert said it himself. Like, he thought this was really bad matchup. So I brought a really safe team. I'm not showing him anything. I have a lot of ideas if I have to play him in the future, but I was not going to show him a bunch of stuff that ends up not working in playoffs. He brought a lot of what I expected, other than there's 2 mons that I thought would be here that weren't, but a lot of these sets made a lot of sense to me. So if I have to play him again, I ended up having to play Buxton in playoffs last season with really bad matchup, and although it took him sacking a few mons for me to come out with that one, I at least put myself in a much better spot to win it. So I at least have a better idea of what I'd like to do for next time, if it comes to that. That's all I got.
Yeah, I mean that's a solid way to look at it. It was bad matchup, but at the same time, it's just poor play with bad matchup, and it just kind of all around. It wasn't great for anybody.
I also missed like 7 hurricanes, and I understand that I clicked 16.
You also like confused like 8 times.
To be fair, you did miss a bunch of them on Florgus. So, not the most impactful.
I missed one on Latios that...
you did miss one on Latios. I'm not saying they all didn't matter.
He made a really bad... Like, he gave me a shot to kill the Latios, and it missed. So, that was really obnoxious. Was the one I absolutely needed to hit, was that one. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there was a ton of poor plays. It just, my team was super passive, because I was trying to figure out what he wanted to do. And I think if we play next time, there will be a little bit different of a result. But
yeah, I think Mystery kind of throws it all out there. But I also think Robert probably learns from this as well. Because I think Robert learned... he's going to learn, of course, a lot less. But I think Robert's going to kind of see, like, yo, I have good matchup, and this is kind of what I need to do to win this game. So it's a lot harder to win 2 times in Pokemon. I can tell you that just from experience. It is extremely hard to beat somebody twice, especially in runs in the regular season, because you learn so much more from a loss than you do from a win. But I think there's a lot of things that Robert could have done better in this game. I know that he's 6-0'd, but I think there is things that Robert did. Like, he gave Mystery a chance to kill his Latios.
He attempted like 4 different times to throw mons away, and I got kind of unlucky, and then, Robert, I think he tries really hard to like make aggressive plays, and sometimes they just seem bad, but I don't know, maybe that's just me.
So that floor just got hit Infusion like 8 times. I'm watching it. He got hit by... It
didn't really matter though. I mean,
5 times, but yeah. It just kind of forced this more stally battle, but yeah. I'm on turn 62 right now.
No, it goes for a while. Are you having hyper fast right now?
Yeah, I'm on hyper.
Yeah.
You can see it.
I'm not on turn 62. Shit.
But it's
gotta fly.
Yeah, Robert. I'm just saying. I hope I don't have to play you again, because this matchup is very fucking terrible. But if I do, I have a pace buried very deep in my pace.
So I have 2 more things that I want to do. I wish I could put it on like ultra hyper fast, because this is annoying.
It's like the game's over. Just
yeah,
he got the 6-0. Congratulations, Robert.
There we go.
I don't know what else we gotta say.
Yeah, there wasn't much over there. So what I'm gonna do, 2 more things. I have a thing that I asked all the coaches to do, that are here, that we're going to do in just a second. And then the first thing I'm gonna do is we're going to all go over a little bit. We kind of did it in the beginning, but just playoff scenarios for the end. So me and Mystery, I think Tristan or Slink was in the call when I did it, but me and Mystery really did. It was me and him. Kind of like filled out the rest of the games for the season of just me and him like predicting what would happen. And all I have to say is the biggest game for shaking up now is me versus Mystery. It's next week. That's really just what swaps up kind of playoff seeding. Nothing else really like does that.
Me and Slink is extremely important as well.
Yeah, that I agree.
Gunna's coming for you.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. Look, I'm very worried about Gunna.
You have to bring him.
I know he'll be there.
But the big thing I will say is my jump up to 3rd is big, and then Slink puts himself into position where if Mystery wins this next week, he passes him. So I don't. So if Mystery if Mystery wins this next week,
if I win,
third.
if I win and Taylor loses, I can jump to second.
That is also true. Yeah, Taylor would have to lose by
about 3, something like that.
3, something like that. It'd have to be some differential stuff. But yeah, Mystery has the possibility to jump all the way to second, which would be really funny because if he maintains that and Robert gets in, he'd fight Robert.
No, the goal is to get third. I think that's the spot I'm looking to get. So I've been trying to manipulate the standings a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. So the biggest thing that I saw is that Slink is more than likely, if let's say Slink wins out the rest of his games, and then things just kind of fall in place, Slink's probably going to have the hardest path through playoffs because he's looking at probably facing either me or Mystery first round and then having to go play Tristan and then playing whoever in finals. So Slink definitely has the hardest path as of right now.
Yeah, it ain't looking fun.
I'm gonna say that Robert is probably our 7th seed, and nobody wants to face that team at 6th.
Ugh.
I would say
most people didn't have to.
Yeah, I would even say I think Skyler really proved against Slink. She played a really well game. She had, of course, some mishaps with not sacking and stuff like that. But overall, I'm gonna say Robert might even be scarier. Even with differential and stuff.
I'm just saying, all right. They both, Sonic Goon and Robert both play Taylor. All right, if Taylor can win both of those games, Robert also plays James. All right, and Goon, he plays Skyler. Okay, but then this is possible. All right, Goon, I need you, buddy. All right, come on, we need you to. Everyone would love to play the Libero Ace over fucking Robert's bullshit team. So come on into playoffs, buddy.
Those are
We're
two teams that nobody just wants because
no one wants to play these teams.
Oh.
No.
I want to fight Megalodius.
Yeah, because imagine Tristan goes undefeated. You know, he gets the bye, and the first one on the bye is,
gonna happen again. Oh no, I was thinking Robert. I was like, it's gonna happen again.
That was part 2 of mine. But yeah, he could either have Libero Ace
broken team, my first match of play.
Yeah. So great.
So
love that.
It's definitely gonna be interesting to see. So
are we gonna do our prediction for playoffs, or what are we doing?
Yeah, let's do that. Slink, you can start us off. What do you think our top 7 are going to look like in order?
Probably Tristan, and then Robert. Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be Tristan Taylor top 2, and then some various combination of me, James, Mystery. I don't know what's going to happen. And then, actually, various combination. You know what? I'll call it Mystery 3, me 4 if I can pull my head out of my ass. James 5, Skyler 6, and then Robert coming in.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Tristan, do you want to take the reins on this next one?
Because Goon has Taylor, Buxton, and Skyler left, and those are not easy games.
Well, while he's looking, Mystery, you go ahead and do yours.
Sure. I'm taking Sonic Goon as the 7th seed. Fuck Robert. All my hoes hate. All my homies hate Robert.
All my hoes hate Robert.
Crazy.
Yeah, that too. Just kidding, Robert. Love you. No homo.
Robert watches this too, so he's definitely.
Yeah, no, I know he does. Yeah. Goon. I'm just. I'm a Goon stan, I'm a Buxton stan, but Buxton, of course, he got fucked, so he's done. We now stan Sonic Goon.
Not entirely done. He could pull it out.
Yeah, but realistically, it's going to be really tough. So, of realistic chances, I'm going to say Goon is my 8th seed. I definitely think Skyler will just be the 6th seed. I don't know what differential. Maybe she can move up to 5th, but I think that's who the 6th seed will be. I'm going to take James in the 5th spot. I'm going to take Slink in the 4th spot, me in the 3rd, Taylor, and then, of course, Tris Mickey over here in number 1.
Man. Okay.
I'm sorry. I have to.
You're not sorry. I am. Don't act like you're sorry.
I am. I love you.
Whoa.
Homosexual?
This is a really hard prediction. You and James and Mystery, really hard to predict what's going to happen there.
Because all of our games are so fucking stupid, and usually there's something that happens. I'm not gonna speak into existence, but yeah,
I'm gonna take me Taylor top 2, in that order, and then, man, yeah, I think it goes. I'm gonna take Mystery 3rd, James 4th, Slink 5th, and then realistically, I don't think it could be anyone else but Skyler and Robert in the last 2 spots.
yeah.
Probably. Especially with Robert's team, I think it's just going to give him such a massive advantage
Basically,
for these
what
last
I'm hearing
few
is
games.
it's going to be me versus James in round 1 to playoffs.
Oh, God.
Oh boy.
And that also means Taylor versus Robert in round 1, which is like also that would be a back-to-back week because they play week 11, so they'd play back-to-back weeks.
God,
Yeah,
that's disgusting.
A little reminiscent of last season's 2 versus 7, Chris and
right.
Yeah, it was me and Chris.
Back to back, yeah. I think it's kind of cool too because Robert might have to win that game against Taylor to make it into playoffs just to play Taylor.
Absolutely, he has to win out, like, because if he loses one, if he trips up once, Goon could absolutely get past him.
I agree. I think the standings stay exactly the same, other than like maybe Mystery and Sling swap. That would be my only other prediction. I am having it exactly the way it is. I think that everybody's kind of said it. Tristan's a lock at number 1, and then Skyler, weirdly enough, is probably a lock at that 6th seed.
So you're calling the double back-to-backs for round 1 of playoffs with me, Mystery Taylor,
Yeah,
Robert.
I'll call that the double back-to-backs. So that'll be interesting to see. And then I think, so I think that's where we're gonna stand. I don't think. I don't know. I feel like it's hard to say. I think Mystery kind of pointed out. It's just like Sonic Goon's schedule is so much more favorable than Robert's, especially with he's gonna have people that are all fighting for spots. It's not like I'm gonna forfeit to him. I'm gonna try my hardest to get it because I want that 3rd or 2nd seed. I want to play that spot. And if I beat Robert and maybe get to the 2nd seed, I'm probably not playing Robert. Maybe Sonic Goon makes it in there. He needs to win out. I think for him to have a chance, because I think Sonic Goon has a very good chance of winning out, and probably will. Because what is Sonic Goon's schedule? He has Monster.
It's Taylor, Buxton, Skyler.
Oh, he doesn't have Monster.
Taylor's the big one.
Taylor's the big one. So let's say he loses to that, and then Robert loses to me, but he also has me and Taylor. So
exactly,
that's the big thing is seeing where that goes. I don't think Taylor loses to either of those teams. I could see maybe Taylor doesn't try versus Robert if he's he probably doesn't lock up a seed, though, is the problem. So I could see Taylor trying really hard to lock up Robert.
I just want to say as well, Paul, no one's going to give him a shot in this game. Paul's got one Mon that I see in this matchup that 6-0s, and I'll tell you guys after we're done recording. But like, if Paul plays well, this is not impossible.
I'll DM Paul about it. I don't care.
Good.
But, so yeah, that's what we're going to do. And then we have one more special thing for you. So we have a little bit, I asked everybody, we're going to have it's not really a theme, but I had something I like to do. We like to do all these kind of things. But I personally love my underrated mid to low tier mods. So I asked every coach here to pick 2 to 3. I don't care what they pick, just 2 to 3 from any team they wanted that just showed and had like a big impact. It'll probably be mostly playoff teams just because that to quote Mystery, winning means something. So we'll just start off with Tristan. You go ahead and give us your 2 and then explain why. You can kind of go
right.
If you want, you don't have to, whatever you want to do.
So my 2, I don't think they're too controversial or anything. I think I picked a couple really good low tiers that are probably the best low tiers in the league, in my opinion. I had Taylor's Mega Man Electric. I think that it's, how many games has it been to? 5 games. So it's not got like the most impressive record ever, but it's quite positive.
Well, it would have had like even crazier if it didn't miss the overheat. It would be like,
no, that's true,
potentially 9-1 right now.
And it I don't know, every game that it's come to, it's felt like a significant part of the threat, and he's been able to shift into it really well. Like, as weird as his team comp looks, he's been these are just Pokemon that he clicks with very well, and Manectric is one of those. He's been using it extremely well.
Hey,
Laser focus versus me, which I didn't bring Wakanberry for laser focus Manectric, but it was still there. And if I didn't have, if I was a slightly different set, that would have shut me out a lot earlier. So he's been being creative with it, which is kind of hard to do with Manectric. It kind of feels like a souped up version of Jolteon, where it can actually deal with some of the stuff that Jolteon, what makes it so bad. So yeah, no, I think it was a great low tier pickup, and he's been proving it. And my second one I had was, as much as the comments in general have been negative today, I had Slink's Porygon Z. As the second one. It is, what is he, 5-1?
Yeah, with 3 games played.
With 3 games.
He's come to every game so far.
That's pretty good. He's been doing exactly the same thing every single week, and that's just how it works. And, I don't think you've been playing him too bad besides last game. And, I expect him to put in even more work going forward, because I know you're going to bring him more. So,
yeah, goddamn right I am.
James, I think you should go, because I don't want to have all of yours stolen. Because I know that usually happens to you. You put yourself last, and then everyone takes your good ones. And Manectric was on your list, so how about you go?
I just threw that on there as examples. But yeah, Manectric was a big one for me. I have a couple that I want. It's fine. You go ahead, Mystery. You can round us off.
All right. Well, yeah, Manectric was one I really want to talk about.
You can talk about it again. It's fine.
All I want to say is that a lot of people really shit on that Mon. And I think Taylor's done an absolutely incredible job with it. Just like Tristan said, being creative with him on that really doesn't have a whole lot going for it anymore. Without hidden power, it's a little tough to use. But laser focus to break through Calm Mind Fiend, that's fucking incredible. And it's ironic because me and Tristan were talking about laser focus on Medicham at one point as a potential set. So the fact that worked out like that was just really funny. And I didn't help Taylor for that game, so that was pretty cool. I guess my next one would probably be I know its record isn't great, but Tapu Bulu is really undervalued and not really drafted a ton in Gen 8. It's just not great overall. But Steph's it's definitely fallen off from where it was at the beginning of the season, but it's been a consistent force in his team for the most part. And then outside of that, I don't want to steal the one that I know James is going to take, so I will do... I don't know. There's no one that really sticks out to me. I think the stats don't really match up for it, but Kyurem's been a really solid force for Tristan for it's 1-1 in 4 games, but it feels like it's done way more than that. It's just such a pressuring Mon where it's you have to bring so much for it so it doesn't just fuck you up. But
yeah, no, that's it really has not. It has hit the field maybe 3 games, and it's just its presence requires prep. So that's why I like it.
The fuck. I was going to say, I hate stealing all of them. Scizor for Slink. I think this is the best I've ever seen a regular Scizor. Maybe James's in FPL Season 9. That was pretty good as well. But this Scizor's kind of been good. It's changed my mind definitely a little bit more on regular Scizor and draft being worth. It's still probably not worth 15. I think it's more like 14, but it's still a good Mon. So yeah, he's done a good job with it. That's all I got.
Slink, what do you have?
I was gonna say it's only been to the one game. Well, the one game it was in, it was actually huge. Was Vileplume from Taylor?
That's true. That's very true.
I didn't even see that game.
It was versus Monster, and it walled the Coco.
Monster, and he got it to a point.
It walled Coco Monster and an Excadrill, and it was really fun.
Just could not fucking touch the Vileplume.
I'm telling you, dude. Does not matter what Pokemon Taylor
also,
has. If he knows how to use them, they will do well.
Yeah, I can't believe we haven't mentioned it yet, and I know this team probably isn't also going to make playoffs. Skuntank!
True, the GOAT.
I thought about it.
It's 0-3, but this is the best 0-3 Skuntank ever. This thing has been kind of crazy. He's been putting in work.
And then there was also the one game that Skyler had with her Tauros before she dropped it.
True. It's true. The Tauros game, as it'll be known, versus Robert.
So I have a couple. Mystery didn't steal it from me because, of course, he had
good
to
guy,
mention himself.
Good guy, Mystery.
Yeah, but it's crazy that he didn't mention himself. But my biggest one is the Mienshao on this Mystery team. This Mienshao, when it comes, it's only been to 4 games. It has 6 kills. That's really good for 4 games. That's 2 kills per game. That's extremely consistent. And this Mon has just put on pressure whenever it goes. Extremely hacksy game against Tristan. This Mian Xiao kept Mystery in that game and kept them in a winning position late game. To be able to win that. And then it's also to the other 3 games that it's been to constantly put pressure on people. And then it's not a Pokemon. You look at this top 5 Pokemon: Mew, Torrentee, Hydreigon, Rotom Heat, Mega Aggron. That's what I'm prepping for, right? I can't put all my chips in to prep for a Mian Xiao, especially when I have so many Pokemon in there. It's set up to do what it needs to do. Like, this is what Mian Xiao shines in a team where it can be the 3rd to 4th best physical attacker and just put in work because it gets such good coverage. It run LO really well, AV, it's just utility magic.
I still have to face this Mian Xiao, and I am not looking forward to it.
It's a really good Mon. It's a really great playoff Mon. This Mon,
because I know Mian Xiao is going to be a problem.
I can just name a couple things that you guys probably won't recognize, but one of the biggest Mian Xiao games that sticks out in my head is Jamal versus Kyle. I think it was season 10. It ran Life Orb Grass Knot High Jump Kick to break a Mudsdale, and it worked, and it did really, really well. He high jump kick, got that defense raise, and then Grass Knotted to keep the Mudsdale in and kill it. Which was a big problem for Jamal's team. It's a Mon that's extremely versatile, extremely utility, and is an extreme playoff Mon, and I would say to look out for it in playoffs because it will be a factor. My second Mon is, I had it just in my head. Oh, it is, I don't know if it's really, like, it's not a low tier pick, and it's not like everybody knows about it, but it's going to be Robert Slowking. This Mon is obnoxious to kill. Everybody knows this, and it's just been at that point where it fits in really well with his team, fits around his stuff. It can pivot really well into his offensive threats with teleport if it needs to run it, and it doesn't even need
Doesn't get teleport.
It doesn't get teleport?
No.
Nope.
Doesn't regular Slowking get it?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I mean, he can pivot into it really well. Is kind of what I'm
Yeah, the Lean King is a problem.
Okay. He would be too awesome with teleport. They can't
He
handle it.
really would kind of just.
They can't handle it. It's okay.
But
They keep my boys on the ropes. It's all
He
right.
doesn't get toxic or teleport. They'd hold him a little bit. He would be even better.
He literally that's his thing, is that he makes toxins in his little hat.
Well, he poisons everybody with Sludge Bomb anyway, so it doesn't matter.
This is true.
True.
So that was a big one for me. That's one of the reasons why people don't want to face this Robert team, because of Obnoxious Bulk and Mega Lottie, Zera, Keldeo in the beginning. And then nobody wants to face Slowking Galar because I hate Slowking Galar. I just don't like playing it. I don't like breaking it. I most of the time can't do it. So it's just
You can't find a way, Slowking finds a way.
Also, another Mon on a team that's not doing well and is one of the people's champion. I was going to say that this Heatran might not be looking like crazy, but it's been kind of cool. Missed an Eruption, or missed a Magma Storm, that's what it was, against Robert, which really sucked. Didn't change the outcome of the game probably that much, but this Heatran kind of put in work. It did the good thing against me. I think it's been kind of cool for Steph. I think he's used it offensively pretty nicely. And if I had to say one other Pokemon, I'm gonna take an actual winning team this time. And I'm going to say that it might not look like it, but this Araquanid stats this season has been really well.
Basically, just Taylor's team.
This was my second pick.
Taylor's been using his low tier Mons really, really well.
Well, that's just how Taylor works. Like, he doesn't, like, he has his KB, his Urshifu, but he just loves using those low tier. The Vileplume, I know Slink mentioned that, and then Mega Manectric is, like, obviously the front runner for all of low tier value, because it's just the one thing I did want to say one thing about Mega Manectric that I don't think Mystery or Tristan really said. He's used it really well for pivoting. It's just done wonders for the rest of his team.
Yeah, he just brings it in, clicks Volt Switch, and just chunks things.
And then the fact of, like, a lot of the grounds in the league can't swap in because of overheat damage and or toxic and or other things. He's run it really, really well. So I think that's a really cool thing that he's used, but this Araquanid has been to a lot of games. It's been to 6 games, which is more than Mega Manectric, and it's done well. It's been weird. It's kind of not been noticeable, but it's got how many kills does it have? It has 5 kills and 4 deaths. So for an Araquanid, that is not bad, and I would say that I think it's put in the work for him. That's all I have for our low tier heroes. Does anybody else have anything they want to say closing up about standings?
I'm gonna beat James.
Okay.
I'm gonna beat Mystery.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna go undefeated. You what?
The goal
Crazy.
of a championship is still in mind. I would like to retire, and so I will be winning the rest of my games. And I'm sorry to everyone else. I know you probably all wanted
I don't
to
think
get
you
some
will.
wins. But I'm sorry. I just need to get this one and move on, So
I
sorry.
don't think
But
you're gonna win.
no, I will.
Unfortunate that you
No.
think that.
That's unfortunate that you think
It's
otherwise.
unfortunate that you need that.
No, it's more unfortunate that
Like, you think you're gonna get your final paycheck. This is like your last year of work. You're like 70 years old, and you think you're gonna get your last paycheck at the end of the
And
year.
in
It's
fact,
gonna
you
be
just get a
great.
big old poopy in the
And
mouth.
no, your entire factory burns down, and you lose all of your monopoly, and you have to start from the ground up again. So
oh,
It is. I'll see Mystery.
Yeah.
All I have to say is, Mystery, I will see you season 4. We're going to wrap up, and I hope you guys enjoyed. See y'all. Catch y'all on the flip side like usual. See you later. Bye.
Bye.